Probably movie making process or whatever starts the script from an idea. So then we develop it to a script. For our case, we write everything on a piece of paper. Then we script it going to using Libre, which is an open program and unmaintained. I have to do a lot of tags to compile it. And then you have a script format in Courier, font, and all the non-technical specifications for having a script. Afterwards, I sit with our art director, in this case Nara, and with the other members of the team, and on paper, we try to think of a raw version of our storyboard. Saying what we want, how we think it should be.
Só sei que horas. Quando acabar. Isso pode acabar também.
This is our work, so I don't know, maybe you should have
Que a hora que era para acabar de fato. Porque fica 26 minutos. Que é o a gente faz a posição.
Also, like you try to like the 1 minute, 1 page rule stuff, because so there is something that when people make scripts, you try you have to time your movie before even making it. So like something you read on the internet that like 1 page is 1 minute, which is of course like something of average, and in our case it was completely wrong because it was impossible because we have not yet dialogue, and so like for us 1 page is more like 5 minutes or something like that. I don't remember. Because when you have no dialogue, if you see like the script, they have like dialogue makes a lot of space. Yeah.
So afterwards, we end up using my paint in this case in our workflow, and we do the scenes in a bit more detail, and we actually scan what we draw by hand, and then we draw over it on my on this case it was freehand, so we redid it digitally.
Só para se falar.
Also, I don't know if anyone knows movies or if you know exactly the story, but it's a cat, it's the actual cat. So it's where you do all the choices of camera and everything. So when we see, can we show you?
E aqui ele passa. Cadê a caô? Não tem nada a ver com isso. Só tô aqui sentado porque eu tô assistindo. Pela frente da tela.
So when you do the storyboard, like when you do a script, like in your script you say like Malaika is the name of the character. Yeah. So like Malaika enters like walks in the fields. But so when you make storyboard here, it means that what you will actually see on the movie. You choose the camera, it should be like it's not just walks, like you decide how she walks and like so that's what the storyboard is. Like when you try to plan, you already have the movie in your head. And like you plan the cuts, you plan the movements.
Yeah, you do the camera moves, bird's eye view, so yeah, you have the text, there's sound.
Yeah, text, you comment. I'm like, we should do this, but in Ariam storyboards, you see the arrows everywhere. Because, for instance, like non-obvious moving action, we want to like, or camera action also like. Sometimes on Ariam storyboards we have she goes over the very often actually she goes over the square and she draws outside also to show that it's the same cut, and then she makes arrows to show how the camera will move. And that's what the storyboard is, to make some context of what it means.
Yeah, maybe here we also do something a bit like this. Maybe not here, you cannot see it maybe this one, but we've done something also a bit similar. The thing is, what I think we have to use like go through an analog process of doing it on a pencil or sometimes not, just in a printing program, and then we use which would be my paint, and then we import it to Inkscape in our case, and then we do like details and stuff. So I don't know if it's the most efficient way where we use 2 or 3 programs sometimes just to get this kind of product. And
so yeah, obviously with computer it's not. Actually that's why when I came finish the storyboard part of my program, someone if he has his money with a description, but they have storyboard part. So we can actually have direct review of the animatics basically. So animatics is when you take all the image one after the other and create like a video, a tiny video that we started. So because yeah, obviously scanning is the old which worked okay, but now we should be able to have like a direct review of what it looks like. I've been working on this also on you.
do you want to share something here?
No, I'm the documentary. The same concept. Sorry, it's not quite the same concept of this. The movie that I used is this concept is for very software back in 98 in the laboratory. So I don't think that I can contribute to this workflow. My workflow was different because it was a documentary, and in the documentary you have to focus a lot on the concept, and you have to focus on the subject very much because the content is like it matters when you look at the documentary. The image will help to show the content, but if you want, I can show the movie in YouTube and then have something about it.
The internet is not working very well here. From 2012, a lot of it has happened since then, but I think I can contribute Ravi? Yeah, I'm just choosing a picture here, it's not the best.
So, this is from a war that happened here in Brazil, and it was a very sad war. It was a big one, and the subject is very dense. So for us to work on the subject was very hard too. And trying to do everything in free software, so I think it was too much. So that's why it took us so long. So basically the process that we did was to work with the pictures of a guy that came at the same time that the war was occurring, and he full screen, okay. And this is Blender. This we made with Blender. So we did maps for doing 3D in the pictures of Claudio Jansson. That he made pictures from this war, and we made all the narrative over his pictures because it was the best way that we saw that could show what happened on this war. So it was released under an open movie, and there was those interviews between the pictures, and this is the rotoscope that I was talking first, that we couldn't find somebody to make them that knew him at that time.
And you say it was?
We finished in 2012, and we began in 2008. Let's see, where is that? The pictures were treated, all of the pictures were treated in GIMP, and this was very easy to be done. There was no problem, and it was very good to work with him on that. Blender also was here are pictures that were colorized, and there is a difference between those that are colorized and those that are not. On the narrative, if you see the movie, you understand why some are black and white and others were colorized. All of this we made in Blender with the camera moving over a canvas, like it was over a canvas. A bit, yes. Yes.
You should have all of the time. There should be a
Yeah, this we couldn't fix. We were running out of time, and we saw that happening. The flickering. And we said, okay.
Facilmente você acredita que é uma fotografia flagrante, não é? É uma fotografia encenada. É fundamental que o exército pudesse mostrar, principalmente na capital da República, que o relacionamento que ele manteve com os rebeldes não foi um relacionamento desleal, não foi um relacionamento cruel, de agressividade desmedida. Isso foi um tratamento moderado. E se você pegar as demais fotografias que mostram os rebeldes, eles geralmente estão sentados, eles geralmente estão num plano inferior aos soldados. Eu acredito que isso representa uma situação de subordinação. Nós perdemos, nós fomos derrotados. Tanto é que estamos aqui objetivo é, ao pedaço de cara do governo, criar uma fotografia que guarda uma violência simbólica muito grande. Elas tinham um papel ideológico de mostrar aquilo que não foi contestado, uma guerra civilizada.
So let me just go to the end here. This final picture that is the most viralized picture.
Ele teve um papel didático, de deixar algumas imagens daquele momento histórico que, de certa forma, seriam invisíveis sem ele. A foto, na minha concepção, né, mais famosa do Farid Abdelnoir é dos caboclos, todos mercenários, todo um grupo que se escolheu a dedo para mostrar um pouquinho de todas as coisas e pessoas que estavam lutando contra o Estado. Ele consegue, por meio da sua leitura, do seu olhar, da sua sensibilidade, não é? De fotografar muito proximamente a cara de um caboclo ou de uma militante não caboclo da região. Ele permite ver, não é? A invisibilidade de um povo que, de certa forma, não existiu. Ele existiu oficialmente para legitimar o processo, mas ele não existiu na hora da concessão das terras para os estrangeiros, e terminada a guerra ele deixou de existir totalmente, ele foi invisível até o fim da ditadura em 1985.
Those are software that we use. And when I was in Libre conference in 2006, and they were doing a speech about the open movie album stream, I asked them about the sound treatment and the DVD output. And they said they didn't do themselves, they paid for someone else to do. And they didn't know if they used free software or not. So you say that you use free tools for all the movie, but you don't know if that part of the movie was using free software. So that sounded a little bit angry with me because I was asking that, but I was like, okay, but I thought that it was everything free software. Because it was advertised that it was everything free software. So I thought, okay, let's try to do everything to software. And when I say everything, it's even the music, the sound treatment, the soundtrack, the DVD authoring, etc. And it turned out that doing everything in free software was really hard for us at that time. Really, really hard. Actually, Blender and Heat didn't give us too much trouble. Only the problem was that we couldn't find people that deal with this tools, and this is the main problem for people who use free software, because the guy next door doesn't know how Linux functions, because no Windows, because it was all spread like a drug. So this is the problem that we have to try to solve by putting people to work on that. And some problems with I think that there was a filter that we had to use that there was no way to fix it in the hardware. So we had to take a proprietary filter to fix some sounds. And the DVD authoring just got crazy at that time because it had a bug that nobody could solve. And in the end, I had to do a gambiarra, as we call here in Brazil, to solve it. Yeah, workaround. Yeah, we call here. Yeah. I don't know if that's what I had. It was just a piece of sound that when you put it, when you heard the DVD output, the computer it was okay. But when you recorded in the DVD and put it into play, it started with a scream like I don't know where the scream came from. It was I really don't know. So what I had to do was to take the raw file and save it in another place with just one frame. And then, okay, it was like, when we were beginning to create that's what they had the idea. Okay, and then we finished the movie. So I would do everything again, but it was really hard to do in all of it in free software. Maybe because of this final problem that we had, and I think most of all for not having people who work with the tools and master the tools, and even some of the people that we try to hire and teach them, they are just very resistant to it. But I think this is we should keep on going and trying to collaborate with each other and see what we can do about things that make it hard.
Actually, I know Paul is very good resource for sound, and I just editing myself in Humble, but I know like before I read regularly on like Linux websites. Like people talking about remote programs, it's always revolves around Jack and everything, so we pipe stuff. For many software, it was very critical stuff.
Well, it was not related to sound center or it was a filter that we needed to fix a problem that we had with our microphones. We had
I mean, like the chat is not only for thinking, it's actually just one piece, but it's also like slow typing stuff.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of filters and like a lot of musicians who use free software and like just create them. Yeah, to filters, because for a lot of filters and like there are a lot of
I don't know a lot about music or sound or
I'm just saying that I don't know much either, but I just know that there are software actually it's if you find the right people,
that's what
they are really free software which are very helpful. I saw stuff, I don't understand most of it, but sometimes just check, see what people do, and like a video and stuff, they do very good.
I think our network has to be very strong for doing stuff like this. I think the basic knowledge that we must have when we do open music is to have a very good network to find people who does hold this kind of information, because sometimes, yes, it exists in the world, but you don't know that it exists. So to reach this kind of information, you must have to go deep.
I'm sure now it's easier than when it was last year, and last year was a little different. So, but for example, talking about sound in our case, we will have to do the voice acting in a studio, and I do not know of any studio that doesn't use Pro tools in Brasilia, for example.
I know there was like the guy, the friends who made free software for the music. I don't know what he came. I read once an article and the guy was trying to make a business out of it and trying to sell it to various dubbing studios and press. Yeah, because press dubbing is quite a big market since like when was this last countries where we started listening.
So to clarify, the product he had was hardware that substituted the Pro Tools hardware and could work with other software, or it was software that could work with the Pro Tools cards?
No, it's not this. For my case, actually, what I'm referring to is I would need a studio that has isolation or audio isolation, so I can record clearly the voices of the actors. And these places, they usually work with one tool. I could, well, if we have time, because we have a very harsh deadline, right? But if we have time, maybe we could take our machine or see someone who works here and take our machine to the studio or make our own studio. Well, but it's a bit tricky. You know, I think when you have a hard deadline, you have to try to be pragmatic. So maybe we need, because I know there are people that make music with free software. This is not a problem. The problem is actually the recording studios that they use only proprietary software.
Dubbing, if you can find the right developer, dubbing is not very complicated topic. Yeah, I'm sure you could plug others like just through the wall hardware audio and the only easy part is when actually I don't know if you've ever been to dubbing studio, but basically they will screen the movie and you roll this. You will have the text scrolling and there is a line, and you think you like to speak, but the actor has to speak when the text reaches the line. So that's that's karaoke. That's karaoke in a more professional and more professional karaoke speakers basically. So it's quite very easy software. I'm recording with audio or even Audacity. Doesn't have chat support or singing maybe a problem, but audio can be very. It's quite an easy problem to do.
So, are there multi-channel hardware solutions like the ones that Pro Tools makes that work with free software?
Hardware works with Harrison. I think it's a brand. It's a hardware brand, but they make mixing tables and stuff, and you can have a studio with free software. And Harrison also, they sponsor a bit of hardware development.
So you check out Android, it's very, very good.
Okay.
It's very powerful.
I mean, I've tried harder, I just didn't know if there were any heavily multi-track hardware solutions. Okay.
We should use it.
Too late.
Actually, there is another solution, and that's what you should do maybe, is when you do the voices for animation films, you don't actually need dubbing, because you do the opposite. Usually, you record the voice first. The actor is free to record however.
Yes, but when you record it, this is the thing. I need to record it in the studio.
But then you can record it you can make a studio with just renting a studio and bring your material.
But this is my situation. Yeah, I could do that, but working the deadline with the team, with people and stuff, how can you do it? This is, I think it will be feasible, but
you have to teach everybody in the studio to work with the tools.
You bring your own, you can, in the studio, you can always bring your own sound engineer.
Well, here it exists musicians who use free software. I mean, maybe if we find somewhere somebody has record studio with a free software. I think it exists.
I'm sure when I see the community around free software in Brazil, I know it exists in France. So I know there are studios which are equipped with free software in France.
Well, I know it exists in São Paulo, in Brasilia, but maybe we could move on a bit to talk about the whole workflow, so we can get into the problem. So maybe our second step after having the storyboard and stuff, we start the concept creation of the characters. This can be done in various tools, but in our case we started thinking about the process of this creation of the character. Just some examples. And then we went from the 2D to the 3D. And this was the first version of Malaika. in our concept that this is how we realized her. And then after we saw it in 3D, we started working a bit. It was Nara working with our modeler, who is Lucas Falcão. He works in another state, and we work online. So I'm going to show a bit here the process of the development of our character. So the little details that we wanted and stuff. And then we have to think of the hair and the hairband and the clothes. And then we thought that this hair doesn't really work with us, because from the research we did of the characters in the places, not many people had this kind of hair, and for us actually, I don't remember why we changed the hair, but we ended up changing to something like this, and it worked better. It became lighter a bit. And then we started fixing the small adjustments in the clothes and the profile and everything. And basically this is the final version of our character. So we went from this to this.
Yeah.
This probably took about maybe a month or two to
Was the first character, so we are created by zero and making definition for all the other characters. So was the longest one. And after Malaga, it was pretty fast, like one per week or two, because we already set what's going to be the style of the character.
So I'm going to also quickly show maybe
we know what for 10 more minutes, then we have some time for the lightning talks. We already spoke for 10 more minutes, maybe, then we switch to lightning talks.
Okay, maybe very quick. So basically this is the second character we thought of. Some of our process was also to take references from real people, from our experiences. So we do a research about this, getting all these old ladies, and then we end up with our final one. And basically after a long time in the making, maybe 4 months, we ended up having all our characters in 2D. These are all our characters in the movie. And now, we have them all modeled in 3D. Just so you get an idea. This also we do with the scenery. As you can see here, this is we do some research about the houses of the locals, of the places. All the little elements. And then we try to develop this in 3D. This is not done really, it's just a sketch in 3D about the houses. I'm sure 2D is a bit different for museum about this.
Well, it's a little bit different, but the whole progressive, I think, is the same. It's similar, I think.
It's the before storyboard. You did this after storyboard.
We kind of did it parallel.
Okay.
It's not about the 2D or 3D, it's kind of
But one of our missing links, actually, as you had also as the video editing, we also don't know if I can. We're going to try to do everything in KDEnlive, and if it doesn't work, we will use Blender probably.
Cinelera out of 10.
Cinelera, no way. I think the golden times of Cinelera are gone. I think if anyone has a question, otherwise we can go to the lightning talks.
I just want to say that I've been told yesterday that when we were debating that my talks looked like I was saying that every open source software is lacks usability. And this was not what I wanted to say, and I want to be sorry if I offended someone by my talk. But what I was trying to say is that we should not say to people that it's easy. It's hard. At least for me it was hard. And I don't know for you if it has been easy or hard.
I think we shouldn't say easy or hard, we should say different.
Yes.
And when you say it's a different tool, then the person can prepare herself or himself to try something different. I think this is the correct approach, maybe.
Actually, when I had experience with proprietary software and free software, proprietary and open source free software, Libre, and I had skills to deal with both of them, and there is some issues that you have with free software that are not related only to usability. Is the lack of people named for forming a team that makes it more complex. Maybe the complexity and the lack of people, and sometimes when you need to work very differently from what other people are used to work in this way, maybe then you have this complexity and different work. So what I mean is that just we have to be very honest with the people that will come and work with us. That to say that it's easy, that's why I got so maybe my words were so strong about it, because I know that it was not easy for us. It was very hard, and we even got penalties for delivering the movie after the date that it was supposed, the deadline that it was supposed to be delivered. And we know that this is a different environment that everybody else in the team was used to, was one of the points for us to not deliver in the deadline because of the resistance of the people. So it's not just make them usable or everything else. You just have to think that you've got to have strong networks to find what you need in this environment, in the Excel system, and also you need to be honest with people that you people that it will be very different and it will be complex.
I think it's a construction, you know.
Yes.
I see that Blender has done this very well, constructing a community of professionals who can work together and unite each other. And I see probably more people using GIMP now and more professional work.
But they hire people all around the world. They have this.
Yeah, but that is the nature of usually production. So ours is it's locally in Brasilia, it is in another state, and we're also expanding to other countries. So I don't think that is a difficulty in the days of today, because we have internet and
actually, I couldn't pay for somebody outside Brazil because the budget that I have, and also Murilo was telling me that the project that he was working on, he wanted to pay people from outside Brazil, and the project doesn't allow because it's Brazilian money from public.
But think of Latin America, think of India, Vietnam, all these other places that is not Europe and the States, because we cannot afford that. We cannot afford to pay them. But I think Latin America, Argentina, Uruguay, there are professionals using software doing beautiful work.
No, not afford. We have legal reasons to not pay them. We are specifically about this project.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are, this project, it was a limitation that I had, you know.
I want to do a proposal for next LGM.
we are patent, and I think we artists can prepare something to come to LGM, and like I want to do I want something live. Do you understand that? So maybe I can prepare for a show my process of working or getting something done in my area and other artists in their area, so we can share the process of doing things and how beautiful is the choices and the way that we get to get where we want to get. and how many softwares we use and how we communicate with one another and how we make it. I think it will be so cool to see, and it will be funny, and it's I don't know, a cool way to integrate the working process, because I feel that the same way that I feel I see a software and I don't know how it is done, but I would like to see, I like to see when someone is programming. It was so cool to see artists doing the workflow alive, and we can talk about it and stop it. Hey, how you do that, and why you don't do that, and I think it would be so productive. Actually, we make it.
I just wanted to make a joke. I also like when I see some other people and me watching.
Yeah. So I came here and we show up the final process, my work, and the end. It would be cool to show the process, the workflow like that. We have the workshop, we have the lightning, we can have the live zone, I don't know, something like
actually,
that.
what exactly in the slots for the LGM system? Up to today has been to local organizers, but we'll have a talk tomorrow and we can propose some formats and presentations. Like what worked quite well today was remote integration, for example. So I'm sorry to be the boring guy, but I'll have really to explain it.
It was a fine, thank you.
Like I said,